Hey everybody, it's Lo and welcome back to my channel, Lo Without Limits. In this video, I'm going to do a what I eat in a day while still working from home. So if you want to see that, then just keep watching. So this morning I woke up and Austin made us a coffee. He made 2 cups of coffee in the Chemex with a new coffee blend that we got from Alana's in Mar Vista. And he didn't like how it tasted in the Chemex. He said it was a bit too bitter, so he ended up making himself another pour over, and I didn't think it was too bad, so I drank that while I read a little bit of my book this morning. I've been doing that in the mornings, like having coffee and getting some reading done before doing anything else for the day. But now I'm actually going to do a Zoom thing for the We Are Women Owned Sisterhood, which I'm a part of for my small business Rain. So today's Zoom is all about Shopify and just improving that so it can improve it for me as the maker of my Shopify website, as well as for the customers. So I'm going to do that Zoom for an hour and then get on with all the other things I have to do today. So let's get to that. This morning after my Zoom, I went to talk to Austin because we were talking about going to a furniture store, and as I went over, I smelled the smell of a breakfast. So sometimes we'll just make breakfast for both of us if we're already doing it and we're just gonna make more eggs. But he wasn't sure when my call was gonna be done, so he just made himself some breakfast. So thankfully we had 3 eggs left, some smoked salmon, some avocado. So I made myself a really filling breakfast. It was so good, super high fat with the healthy fats from the avocado, the healthy fish oils and healthy fats from the smoked salmon, and of course a nice protein from eggs and just some salt, pepper, olive oil. I even grated a little bit of Parmesan into the eggs. We had this nice little block of Parmesan that we got a while back, so I used a little bit of that as well. Low carb, super filling breakfast, which is fantastic to be breaking your fast, because then you're not getting that blood sugar spike and the up down needing to snack, and because of the protein in it and the high fats, it's just so filling. So wasn't really hungry after that. Finished that up around 11:30 a.m. and then we went off to go look at some furniture. After our little furniture outing, as well as a few other little errands that we needed to run while we were out and just wanted to hit up on our way home, we came back and Austin made himself a turkey burger, which I'm not a big patty gal, so I made myself a salad. Again, just a beautiful salad of the things we had in the refrigerator. So of course arugula, some fennel fronds. I also used a little bit of the fennel bulb, but a lot of it wasn't looking too great. It has been in there for a while, so used the bits that were good, threw that in there, put the rest into the compost bag, some red onion, which is my absolute favorite, some little tomatoes, some red bell pepper from Imperfect. The lettuce was also from, or the arugula, sorry, is also from Imperfect, as well as the eggs from this morning and the avocado from this morning and the salmon from this morning. A lot of it's from Imperfect. And then some flax seeds, some pepitas, some nutritional yeast, some more smoked salmon, which because we were out of the stuff that we got from Imperfect, we actually had picked that up from Whole Foods on our way back. And we were out of avocado, which I knew when we were at Whole Foods, I was like, avocado. And then when Austin asked about avocado for his burger, I was like, yes, we did forget avocado. So didn't get any of that, but other than that, still a really good salad. Finished off some of my olive oil from Brightland, but thankfully yesterday my 3-month subscription came in, so had a little bit more to finish that up, as well as a little bit of lemon. So now I'm just finishing up some work, enjoying a nice daytime Olipop. This is the root beer, it's one of my favorites, and I did damage my thumb while cutting up my salad, so little injury, but it's okay. We will make it through. And then later on today, we are going to have dinner. So have some things from Imperfect in the refrigerator. We'll probably make chicken and broccolini and carrots. I started dinner a little bit later than I wanted to. I anticipated to start it around 6 p.m. but I was dealing with some plant stuff, repotting some things, and that just took a little bit longer than expected. So I started dinner a little bit closer to 6:30, and it took about 30 minutes. Had I started earlier, maybe I would have done something a little bit fancier or just put a bit more effort into it. but I was hungry and I wanted to have dinner quickly, yet still have a healthy dinner. So I just figured nothing fancy, just throw everything into the oven at 400 degrees. And we had a few big carrots left from Imperfect, so I chopped those up and put those on a pan, as well as some broccolini, and then just avocado oil spray, salt, pepper, threw those in there. And then we also had some boneless, skinless chicken thighs from Imperfect, so seasoned those with chicken and pork seasoning blend that Austin has. That is so good. It has a little kick, but it's also kind of sweet. Absolutely delicious. So I put that on the chicken and then also threw that in the oven. They were pretty skinny because I laid them out flat, yet it still took a little bit longer than anticipated. Totally fine. As I got the other things out and was waiting for the chicken, I also just put some tomatoes on the stove, let them like blister a little bit. So that was super good, just like a nice warm juicy tomato. And then I made myself a little soda water house drink. I got targeted ads for House aperitif, so I wanted to try some of them but not get the big ones, so I got the little 4-pack sampler. And yesterday for dinner I used the lemon lavender, put some of that in our new glasses that we just got from Crate and Barrel. We have the tour wine glasses, and now that we have a bar cart, we moved the wine glasses out of the cabinet onto the bar cart, giving us some cabinet space. So we got some highballs and some double glasses all in the same set. So busted that out, figured I'd give it a little spin. So that was delicious. We had dinner, and then Austin wanted to finish studying, and I edited last week's video that hopefully you watched. So that was dinner, and then today I'm about to go off to the gym and probably eat very similar things. So that's what I eat while still working from home and now living with Austin as well. A lot of my friends have been asking, like, how do you like living with Austin? Like, what's it like living with your boyfriend? And honestly, it's great. Like, why it's so great is because not only do I get to be with him all the time, even if we're doing completely different things, but at the same time, I also have my space and my refrigerator, which was the biggest struggle while dating. And I'd spend a few days at his place and he'd come over to mine, and just trying to work with that schedule, which is why we did eat a lot of Factor meals. We haven't ordered Factor in a pretty long time, just because we don't need to take meals back and forth now. And that was really hard because I hadn't ordered Imperfect in a while, because or even just got a lot of different groceries. I was kind of eating the same thing over and over because I didn't want to get groceries, and while I'm at Austin's for a couple of days, everything goes bad, and that's just such a waste of food and a waste of money. So I just was having very like simple, minimal meals, like eggs and avocado all the time, and then our Factor meals. And I would take the Factor meals to Austin's because I didn't want to make a ruckus in the kitchen as if I'm paying rent there. So I would only eat really if Austin was making food, then he would make some for me, or when we would plan to make a dinner. So it was really hard to eat on like the weekends when I was at Austin's if we weren't grabbing dinner or having just like breakfast, which was just a bunch of eggs that you can make all at once. And I was having my Factor meals because I can just throw those in a microwave and have my food. So now the best part is that I do have all my food. I've been ordering Imperfect again. We've been getting so much stuff. We have the refrigerator full, and everything that we get gets eaten. None of it goes bad before we get to it. So it's just really great, and we get to eat better meals now because we can make them without having to worry about everything going bad and traveling back and forth and taking food here or there. So that's been the best part about moving in with Austin, is that I get to be with Austin and I get to have my own refrigerator. That's pretty much similar to how I've been eating since moving in together. Again, we haven't ordered Factor in a while, and I have been ordering my Imperfect Foods, so that comes every other Thursday. And on the Mondays beforehand, I'll usually pick out what I know we're gonna eat and then talk to him and be like, do we wanna get these little egg bites for a quick breakfast? Do you want bacon? And we'll kind of pick out what we're gonna have together and have a general idea of what we're gonna eat. It's just been great all around. So that is that. Again, simple, easy meals, low carb, high fat, still pretty much sticking to keto. While I don't know if I'm in ketosis or if I'm doing it perfectly, I just feel so good on it, and just cutting down on the carbs and not having a lot of that. And it has been really, really great. So I haven't really given a keto-ish update, especially in relation to my narcolepsy. I haven't really noticed if it's benefited my narcolepsy at all. There was one day where I ate a sandwich. We went to Jersey Mike's and I literally took a nap right after. So definitely eating super carby food makes me exhausted, but I don't know if not eating the carby food is giving me more energy. I just kind of feel good, and then I realize that if I ever go back to that, I'm like a little groggy and slow. So that's a little quick update on that front, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you like to eat in a day and what else you want to see here on my channel, and while you're there, be sure to subscribe. I upload a new video every Wednesday. So until the next one, thanks for watching.